Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me as I try to show off the best of modern retro gaming. Today we are continuing our adventure with Coromon, a fun monster training game that is upcoming. It will be released, I think they're shooting for June, and the demo is available now on Steam. Link is in the description. I'm kind of standing right here for a reason. This is where we normally get our Coromon healed, but there's a problem and I want to show it off to you. Remember in the last episode we upgraded the kernel of our Pitterbyte to make it a Pitterbyte, and that ended up with a problem. So one moment please. Thank you for waiting. We did our best to restore all of your Coromon, but your Pitterbyte's kernel appears to be corrupt, which is very interesting. When I went at the end of the last episode, I went to heal him up and I was like, what? That was crazy. So my Pitterbyte right now is KO'd. I guess the only way that you can have a KO Coromon in the same difficulty. Now the problem is I need to go talk to this guy that messed up my Pitterbyte. We have more issues than just that today, because also in the last episode we lost a Coromon. Unfortunately, we were doing real good, but we lost one to a it was the crab type. I can't remember what he was, Fiddly or something like that. So yeah, I think Fiddly is his name. Unfortunately, he clawed us and knocked out one of my Coromon. So we have one last place that we can go to get some more Coromon, and we're gonna be grinding through this. So yeah, hey, you broke my Pitterbyte. Oh, that's not good at all. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, you better fix it, buddy. You're right, my kernel is bugged. I'll have to uninstall the kernel so that I can review the logs and improve my code. This should also remove the bug. But does that de-evolve him? Pitterbyte is evolving, or is he de-evolving, more or less? Basically, man, that's not good at all. My Pitterbyte, to my own software is stable. I'll just return to setting the official licensed Pitterbyte kernels. Okay, well, are you going to? No, well, 4,000? I think I have it. I mean, I have 9,000 right now, so yeah, sure, why not? Hopefully he is not going to rip me off here. We're gonna try this at the Pitterbyte is evolving again. So we're gonna go back up to the Pitterbyte, and hopefully now the official kernel will allow us to hopefully come back if you want. And yeah, you just robbed me, basically robbed me blind. Okay, a little frustrated with that. Hopefully he'll be able to be healed now, which would be very good. We also want to go check on our plants that we planted, our fruit that we planted, and see if they are ready to be harvested. There we go. So we were able to get it right. That's good. So we still have 8,000 money left, or gold coins, or whatever it's called. So I think that's still going to be enough. We're going to jump back to Hayville real quick and see if we can harvest those. One of them was up a little bit. The other one still hasn't grown yet. So we would like to see what that is all about. I know, and I got a comment in the last video that I was too low of a level for the power tower, and I knew I was kind of low, but I knew I was pushing it. I guess is growing nicely. Okay, so it still has a little bit of time to before I can harvest them. I knew I was like right at the kind of the bare minimum of what I can get away with in the level of my Coromon when I went into the power tower, but I thought I would be able to manage, but I guess not, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to go back, get another Coromon, level them up a little bit, hopefully, and be all right. We can, our last place is the third level of the Thunderous Caves is last place. So there is 8 places in the demo in which you can get a Coromon from the Lux lore. That would be Radiant Park, that would be Radiant Park, Woodlow Forest, Hayville, Woodlow Harbor. I'm missing one. And then the 3 levels of the Thunderous Cave, but I think I'm missing one. I can't recall now. Oh, so Radiant Park. I think I did something wrong there. This is not the way I wanted to go. Hayfield. No, I do not. That's what I wanted to go. I want to go back into this part of the cave. There we go. We do not have our hat on, but we do have a lamprey, and I thought there was a way. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the Lux lore and see what I thought there was a way to like make the lamprey use this illuminate to make the whole screen white. Oh, okay, yes, I can go with a Moffle. I'm good with that. The only problem now that my guys are so high of a level, I'm afraid that I'm gonna knock him right out. Let's see what spinners I have. A silver spinner. He's not an electric type. I could try a silver spinner and see, but I'm so afraid that it's gonna. Yeah, I'm afraid that if I hit him with something, I'm such a high level, I'm gonna knock him straight out. I don't think that's gonna catch him. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what can I use? That's gonna be very effective against him. Very effective, but didn't hurt too bad. Wow, that cut type is just going to wreck him. Oh, that's not very effective. So let's do that. Let's hit him a little bit of times with that not very effective and hope it's, yes. Hope it's not effective enough that I can trap him. There we go. That was very helpful actually to know that. So now do my silver spinner again, and hopefully that will be able to catch him, and hopefully that will be, well, that is the last, actually. That is the last Coromon I can get. It's bothering me because I counted 8 earlier off camera places that you can collect the Coromon, and now I cannot remember them all. Which really, oh, I did not want to give him a, no, yes, I want a candy. Let's cancel that. Would you like to check out his summary? I do, because I like to check out what their trait is. Coromon is lucky that it has an increased chance for critical hit. That's good. That is good. So what we're gonna have to do here, unfortunately, is going to be a little bit of grinding. I'm gonna have to put my helmet back on, and I am going to have to switch him out to my first. There we go. Actually, what I should do is just jump to the beginning there, go out and heal, and then come back in with the level 8. That's going to be really kind of hard to deal with, but that is about all. You know, I'm worried. I know he's a sand type, which does well against the electric type in the Thunderous Cave, but I'm still really worried about losing him because this is down to it, really. So I'm thinking about jumping over to Hayfield to level him up a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. You know what? Let's because that's going to bother. We're just going to go through the world. Just go through the world and have fun and see what is there. That takes us all the way back to Lutz campus. And we're just going to go through. This is probably the part that I dislike about the game the most. I have talked about this before. Early RPGs had an issue with grinding, and that is usually just entails doing the same thing over, fighting the same enemies over and over again, because you know, you just don't have the level, you don't have the money or something like that. A lot of times it was because you know, on the early like Nintendo and Sega, there wasn't a lot of room on the cartridge to have a large game. So, you know, to lengthen the playtime of a game, a lot of times they would, you know, make it make them, you know, a grinding issue, so that you would be able to have a longer playtime and felt that you got a better value for your money. Yeah, didn't really like that in early games, and in this situation, I like it probably a little bit more, but still, grinding is never been a thing in games that I have enjoyed. I find it tedious and just, I don't know, frustrating, I guess, a little bit. But hopefully we can get through here, get him up a fairly level. I've been doing pretty good about oh, I forgot that that lamprey had that little fruit or whatever it is that gives him that extra experience there. I'm actually getting a little worried here with my Maulful. If I'm not careful, he's gonna get knocked out pretty easily. Concentrate does what? Critical hit chance. You know what? I am going to throw in a small combi cake, and it will use up most of his health. I think all of his health, 11. Yeah, not quite as good as I would have liked, but I am at a position here in which I was worried about the damage. And again, just like on the other one, if you're not careful, that fiddly or whatever can, you know, really surprise you and hit you just the right way. So you've got to be extra careful in you know, doing the levels and that sort of thing, and just being extra careful. So we're in Radiant Park right now. Well, you know what? I bet this would have told me if I would have went to the world. So there's Radiant Park. There's Hayville, Woodlow Forest, and Woodlow Harbor. Then did I miss? I guess that's it. Then there's 4, and then the 3 levels of the cave, which I guess is 7. I guess I was mistaken. I thought there was a 5 to begin with, but oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. But so yeah, early on, I probably, yeah, I didn't like a lot of RPGs because of the grinding area. Even some of my favorite RPGs like Diablo definitely had some grinding in it, which I felt was very frustrating and very you know, I should go back and heal while I'm in this place that will heal. It's not a fun, I'm a very casual gamer, and I want my games to progress. And when I'm in a situation in which, okay, well, there's something glittering there. How do I pick that up? Well, let's heal and then see if I can come in back way and maybe get in there. There's definitely something hidden over there and I do not know how to get it. My little Lux locator's telling me all the goodies. But yeah, it's always been very frustrating to, oh, there's another one up here. You know, do this over and over again. Very casual. I want my games to progress, and you know, in grinding there is no there is a progression, but it's a slow progression. I want to advance in the area of the game. I want to go somewhere new, see something new. Gayo fruit, there's some new different types of fruit that I've never seen before, and when you're grinding, you're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And now playing through these are a little bit different because I'm seeing new Coromon and I'm experiencing the different levels and trials and stuff like that. Removes poison, wakes up immediately, and that's, I think, all of them there that I got. I think I got a Juba fruit or a Kernel fruit, I believe, when I picked up that other one. So we got a couple new. Oh, there's another one. Wow, I'm kind of glad that I have this Lux locator because I would be missing all kinds of good stuff. Another fruit, a Dally fruit. Interesting. Very, very cool. What does a Dally fruit does? Increases the special attack of a Coromon when in danger. That's a lot of there's a lot of items or fruit that activate when you're in danger, and that's very interesting. I usually try not to get my Coromon into a position in which they are really low XP or something really low, not XP, really low health, and when they would trigger that in danger thing. And it's when it stops, if it goes to knock him out, if you have 10 hit points left and it does 10 and knocks him out, it doesn't count. He has to stop within that low level area to activate the fruit, which is yeah, very frustrating. This might actually be a very good, yeah, I was gonna say, unless he uses drain an awful lot, a good level increase for Moffle because he's fighting that same level. But I'm hoping that I could knock, here it goes. We're gonna be able to knock him out, but it's gonna definitely take all that I have to do so. And hopefully not knock Moffle out in the process. That was actually fairly close. We do have plenty of money here so that we can heal if we need to. Moffle, I've always taken Moffle as a speed guy. Speed and hit. He's like a fast attack kind of thing. Let's go special attack. It's a little bit lower. I don't know, he just looks like a weasel, kind of fast, kind of weaselly attacky kind of thing. I don't know. That's kind of always the way I've seen him. You know what? I need to use an item and heal. Yeah, I definitely have quite a bit of HP cake. Oh, did he not take out that 1,000 or did some? I don't think he took out that 1,000 because I only had 9,300 when I started here. So that's interesting. I could also do a potential thing with so much money. I could go and try to buy some potential on one of my Coromon and see if that would help out. But I got to be careful because I don't want to, they take time to do, so I don't want to go and be off doing something and, you know, have that guy lagging behind. But yeah, we're going to just kind of go through, and the idea here is just to battle as much as we can, really, and get him up a few levels. Hopefully we can get him up to level 10 so that we could, the idea here is so that we can get him to a little bit higher level before we go into the Thunderous Cave. And that's kind of, and we're gonna lose him right here. And yeah, we're gonna have to be really careful here because that other fast attack or something is going to take him out. You know what? He's got a little bit. We're not gonna deal with it. We're not gonna play around here. We're gonna go switch. I was gonna heal him up, but then the two attacks are gonna attack again and just probably bring him right back down to nothing. And I just felt that it was not going to be worth it. It was going to be worth way too many health cakes to, you know, effectively do what needs to be done here. So it would just be a battle of health cakes versus HP, and it wasn't worth it. Okay, yeah, Moffle still got up to level 10 there, which is good. Everybody's getting a little bit of XP. You know, I also could go and fight, give that fruit or that thing that gives the XP, give it to the Moffle and go fight stuff while I level up these guys. That's another thing that I could do, instead of doing it this way. Let's see, I think actually I probably should have healed him up, but let's see what level this is here. That's another way to do it. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna heal him. I'm gonna grab HP cake. Give Moffle the, I forget what the item is, but give Moffle the item and then let him get a little bit of XP while I level up the other guys to level 20. That's probably the best way to do it, but now we're in some, you know, we're kind of stuck at where we are. We have to go forward. I can go back, but it's still not going to do a whole lot of help here. He's out of HP or SP now, because that lamprey is getting a little bit of everything. But what would happen if I switched? Let's go and switch my lamprey out with my Moffle and then move item. Is that what I want to do? I want to move Lazy Jim over to the Moffle. I want to see how much that helps, because once we get up to, I can fly through this area probably now. I might get a couple attacks, but the battles are going to be a lot quicker now, because most hits should do, the level disparity here is going to be such that I should be able to do them in 1 or 2 hits. Oh, that's very effective. That is right. I forgot about that. Down to 1, of course. But again, very effective at that level is not going to be a big deal, I guess. So we got 21 experience out of that. I mean, I've got 5 other guys that I got to level up to at least probably 20 before I even think about going into the power tower again. And that's going to be a lot of times in which that Moffle is going to get just a little bit of experience every time and would be able to hopefully do some good here. Neither of them are good or bad. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Just get these guys out of the way. So it might not be a lot, but I think for the amount of XP that I need to get everybody else, the Moffle probably will get up a level or 2, hopefully here. Oh, there's another thing. I love this little Lux Locator thing. Definitely was beneficial to a Phoenix Shard. Sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to Dodo Island. Yes, I do. And we are going to take the little, and that's a nice little speedboat too. I like that. It's cool little, I don't know, he just looks kind of cool to me. But I got to keep my eye out for that little sparkle so that I can see the hidden items. Yes, please heal my Coromon. I would be very much appreciative of you if you did that. And I need to actually, unfortunately, we need to go ahead and put that lamp back on, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the top basically. So I'm going to be on the 3rd level and hopefully that will give me a little bit higher Coromon so that I can, you know, I'm assuming the 3rd level is going to be a little bit you know, higher Coromon than the 2nd level, and the 2nd level a little bit higher than the 1st level. So that's my idea. Maybe if I find I don't want to travel to the entrance, no. Maybe if I find a perfect in here as well, we can keep it. But let's see if what we find, hopefully that the thunder, the lightning ones won't give us too much trouble. Some of my guys I know are what's the word, like the Mothful, I believe is, no, I don't think the Moth sand type is you know, electric type is not very effective against sand, I don't think. Let's go ahead and cut him up. So how much is that going to give? The thing here is how much is it going to give the Mothful, and that's the thing. A level 10 probably won't give him a lot. I mean, if he fought it himself, definitely. 25, I mean, it's something. And while I'm in here and I'm going to have to do this anyways, might as well have it set up so that he's getting the extra as I level up the other guys. Is it a perfect? Please let it be a perfect. I don't think I've seen that color of Houndos. Potent. Man, so close so many times. I guess I'll just fight him. But the good thing is, because that is a potent, I believe it'll also give me extra XP, which will be very nice. He fainted. I will get 396. Sweet. He's gonna be an attack, I think. Just all HP and attack. The decisions on this is, the decisions on this are like, I don't know if it's I don't want to say arbitrary, but it's like I'm trying so hard to make a character a certain way. Sometimes it is a little frustrating trying to figure out, oh wow, that's nice, which way is the best way to go. Let's go down. That might be the right way. I'm trying to, like, while I'm doing this, let's go ahead while I'm here, go over the whole world and see if I can find any more any old trainers in here, or any what's the word, not trainers, but there's something else that was in my head there. Treasure chests, anything like that that I could find along the way while I'm grinding, I guess, would be very helpful. See, that's a level 12. I was able to take him out really easily. 297. That should give Mothful a good amount. He's level 11 now, so that's going to be, that's definitely helping him out quite a bit. Let's, what is over? Oh, see, there's a treasure chest here. A joba fruit, cocoa fruit. I'm getting a lot of fruits, and I am not using them probably as much as I should. Anything? Nope. Come on. I do not think there's anything else in here except for like wild Coromon that's going to attack me. Give me something high. I need something like, I need 10s, 12s, 18s, something very, very good here. 6. I'm going to run out of SP points probably before anything, but again, I could rest with the level disparity here rest and not be too far off, I think, and worrying about, you know, going to sleep, or not sleep, but to rest one time, I don't think is going to hurt anybody. What is this the correct way to go? I have no idea. I forget this area every time I come in it, and I get lost. Oh, yep, that's down. I want to see what the other way. There was another set of stairs up here. I may have already picked it up. I need to head back out. The time goes by so quickly when I play these games. Get in here and I'm like, wow, it's already been, you know, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and I've got to finish up pretty quickly. So it looks like we're gonna be grinding a little bit. Again, not my ideal thing, but it is going to be necessary to be able. I really want to get through this. You don't know how badly I want to be able to get through and be able to take on the insane difficulty. Though I got really close on hard, definitely. And one of my in all my games, it seems like, although I'm a very casual person, I'm a very impatient person as well. So a lot of times I will be in whether it's platformers, RPGs, first person shooters, whatever, I always try to run forward and push where I can go and when I can go. And you know, it cost me in the hard difficulty, and hopefully we'll be able to mitigate it in the insane. I'm taking that extra little time, I guess, to try to you know, mitigate that as much as I can, mitigate the chance of losing the Coromon. So we've almost got Lamprey up to level 20, which is very good. I need to find my way back out of here is really what I'm trying to do here. And once we get up to Lamprey, we'll switch over to one of the other ones, get them up to level 20. A couple of them are going to be a little bit difficult, I believe, because I think I have at least one that is lightning is very effective against, which is going to kind of slow me down a little bit because it's going to take that extra damage. But yeah, so he's level 20. Let's switch him out. And I bet you Moffel's not going to be level 12 quite yet, but we could check, see what level he is. He's level 11, halfway to level it looks like Pretty Quest 12. Who's up to level 19 the closest? Looks like Armadillo is pretty close. Armadillo or Guildwing is going to be the closest. So let's switch out them first, get them taken care of up to level 20 first, and then we'll go from there. Let's see if we can maybe get one more attack in here before we before we head on out, and see how well Guildwing does with the electric. I'm thinking that Guildwing is going to get hurt. Oh, and it's a level 12. Definitely going to... Oh, okay, not too bad. The Voltlick, I think, shocks me or has a chance. Oh, speed decreased. Okay, he still has a cut attack too, so I probably should have just used that. That probably would have been the smarter thing to do. Used claw, and there we go. And that's going to be very helpful, raising that. Well, raising Guildwing up, but also raising up that Mothwa as well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend trying to push through and see what you could do about getting that item for the lazy globe or lazy ball, whatever it was. What was it called again? Summary. What does he have? A lazy gem, that's what it was. Because if you're in a situation like this, or even if you're not, it's gonna make grinding a little bit easier because I can give it to, even if they were all 18s, level 18s, I could move it over to the last one as I'm leveling up the first 3. Maybe the last, 2 would get up to the level that I needed. But there we go. That's going to be the episode. We're going to have to do a little bit more leveling here. We're going to be showing it. I'll try to keep it as interesting as possible because like I said before, I want to show off the game as it is and what you need to do to get through it. I've mentioned that a couple times, and if leveling and grinding is part of that game, we're going to be showing that off. So there we go. We're going to grind a little bit more, try to get the other 4 up to 20, and hopefully the Moffle gets up as much as possible as well, and then he's gonna go up. We got 6. Hopefully we can keep 6 all the way through the power tower. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everybody.